what was that one that came out a few years ago and it was like the matchmaking? Do you remember that or did you watch that? It was this, was it a girl or a guy who said that they were like, they'd been given like divine ability to like match people with their like soulmate, but they called them something else. And then, so then people were joining this. It was like a cult.
Was it like Twin Flame or something?
Twin Flame. Yep, that's it. Allie, did you watch
Nailed
that
it. I think I just watched I listened to an episode of True Crime.
It's good. Andrew and I watched it.
Okay.
And, also Andrew is watching, thanks to Allie, because she is sharing her Disney Plus account with us. And she was like, Andrew should watch this. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, everyone says I should watch that, but I'm like...
It is it feels like aughts reality TV.
Oh, that might be okay then.
He texted me last night. Or Monday night, he said, so I started the Mormon Wives show. They're nut jobs, but I can't stop watching. And then I was like, have you looked at the subreddits? And then he hadn't, so I sent it to him. He said, it's like they're in high school, but 25 to 30 with kids. And then I said, do you know the Taylor lore? Which, if you know, you know. And he said, I'm only a few hundred episodes in, so I think so. And I said, oh, there's more. Just you wait. And he said, this is by far the trashiest show so far.
And therefore, his new obsession.
And Andrew is an expert. Let's just call a spade a spade.
He came out while I was playing with the kids, and he was like, so what's new? And I was like, not much. And I was like, how's Mormon Wives? He's like, so I'm this many episodes in.
He couldn't wait to talk about it. He's like, yes, Allie's here.
Because I don't know. I tried to watch it and I couldn't get, I like some reality TV, but I'm definitely not above it. Like I do like some reality. I don't know. Some of it I can't. And that one I was not super. I tried watching it a little and I just was a little bored by it. Andrew was riveted.
Well, Christine Quinn making a comeback on Selling Sunset. I'm like,
I send
stop.
that to you?
Yes, you did. And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, she's my favorite villain.
Oh my God, Amarantha.
She
could be Amarantha.
Shut up. She would be the perfect Amarantha.
Is she an actress?
Such a good Amarantha.
Because she is like very pretty, but like fair and very like she has that look.
Yes.
Like she is severe.
Yeah.
Mm.
Allie.
Fancast.
Yes, Fancast. Jamie and I were watching.
She could just be herself.
She wouldn't even have to act. They'd be like, "We're gonna give you some general guidance and suggestions."
Like, no
but
need.
like, she'll be like, "I know what I'm doing here."
Just have to be yourself.
She's my favorite villain.
Yeah,
I saw her after.
But is she actually a villain though?
No. Did you watch her Call Her Daddy episode?
No.
It is very good, and I really did not like her. And then I watched that, and I was like, you know what? I love her.
What character was your favorite on Selling Sunset? Don't say it.
I actually really liked Heather.
Okay, yeah, she was cute. She is like pretty neutral.
And then I liked Chriselle. I don't know. I go up and down with Chriselle fucking every season, every episode. It's like I'll like her, and then she says something. I'm like, why the fuck did you say that? Like, I really don't like the crazy bitch who's on drugs, but
the one who's like an OG,
really
Nicole.
Yeah,
Nicole.
She left season 9. She's moving to Nashville.
Yeah,
she seemed really normal.
I mean, I think that's
I think she does cocaine, but whatever.
I think she probably
they all.
They grew up in like the 90s and early 2000s,
and they were all kind of in like rave culture
and like Richie circles.
I'm sure she, I think
She's
that
seen a little snow in the bathroom before.
Yeah, there's some allegations that I think there's probably, a proclivity to truth for. Like, don't sue us.
Why do you guys not like Chriselle? Oh.
I have no words. She is the worst.
Season 1, I really liked her. And Jamie and I were talking, and James did not. And then after season 1, I very quickly did not like her and found her incredibly manipulative. And she has this really, it feels like, slick way of pivoting so that she is always the victim, and then she will not accept behavior in other people that she herself does. But then
she's so hypocritical.
Well, then what's her line? She always says like, I'll match your energy. Yeah, I do not like, she says stuff. She was all up in arms when that one, it was probably Nicole, said something about like your dead parents.
Oh yeah, that was
which
terrible.
was a low blow. But I'm like, you were saying she was doing coke, right? I'm like, that is also a like
spreading the rumor.
Yeah, and a national TV show. Like you both, but like everyone was like, how could you say so? Like, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you like about Christine's pivoting back? Christine's Call Her Daddy episode.
Like, she just was very honest and was like, yeah, I got to play the villain on Selling Sunset. And she was like, and she's like, I am me, but also like, yes, I was playing a character.
Of course.
And, like, I don't know. She just is very like endearing, I think, off of the show. Like, she's very herself.
Mm-hmm. She was interviewed on some red carpet after season 1.
Yeah.
And the clip made the rounds on social, but not for very long. And it's a reporter it was at the same time that audio was trending on TikTok. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain. Am I the villain?
Yeah.
And she did that. She's like, am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain. Yeah. Like, and in that moment, I realized she's just playing a part. Yeah. They said to her,
play the villain.
Be the villain. You'll be a star. You'll be the villainess, right? Yeah. And she was fabulous. She was one of the most compelling people I've seen on TV in a super long time.
Yeah. On reality TV.
Reality TV. Yes.
Well, and yes, I think she's like herself. She was playing a character for sure, but she's just like definitely her own person, which I like. I also just like the Call Her Daddy. I got the vibe. She talked about like how she was growing up. She was like very much bullied and like
she talks about that a lot.
And I kind of get the vibe she is like a girl's girl. Like, I feel like if you were hanging out with her, she would definitely like include you. I don't know. She doesn't give me like snooty vibes, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's a fine line too. There are girls like that who can be really snooty and they're not girls, and then the other half are like very much girls, and I think she's on the other half. Which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited.
She bothered me from the word go, Chrishell.
Yeah, you had her number.
Maybe I need to rewatch. I have not seen it since I haven't rewatched in a long time, so maybe I need to rewatch.
I tried to watch the other one, Selling the OC.
Ugh.
I cannot.
It's no good.
Oh, and I can't stand Alec.
Ugh. No, she's the worst.
She is horrendous.
No. Yeah, don't come at us, but no.
Don't come at us, but we have opinions.
Yeah, no.
I can't.
Maybe they're all really nice people in real life, but like on the show, these are our opinions.
Yes. I feel like also Brie.
Oh, I love her.
I like Brie.
I love her, but I also feel like she's one of those people that you're either best friends and she is like,
you're with me or against me.
Yeah. She's like a ride or die.
Yes,
like, she gives me that.
And she will orchestrate your
death.
And
she will be the
I like her though. I feel like she's filled funny. Christine's shoes a little bit. Not that she's a villain, but like her vibe.
Yes.
And she can like kind of bring the drama a little. Yeah. And intensity.
That was the thing about Chrishell. She's like, I hate drama. But like literally everything she did, it was like drama.
She feels a bit pick me. Like her always saying, I hate the drama, and almost like positioning herself as I'm so different and I have such a unique, and it's, I don't know. Yeah. Not her
on the last season too. I finished it, but it was like weird ending. And
did you watch the reunion?
I didn't.
No, you need to watch the reunion.
You did watch the reunion?
Oh,
I was like, I don't want to watch the reunion.
No, you did.
And I felt like she was really mean to her friend Emma.
Oh, she is very mean to her friend Emma.
Because I'm like, listen, just like, this is who she's picking. Like, you know, like you don't get to dictate who other people, right? Like it was just like a bit like, if you were her real friend, like you wouldn't do this.
A lot happens. Also, sorry, but if you think that your friend is in an abusive relationship, that is number one, the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah, you're never supposed to confront them or not like confront, but like push.
Yeah.
Because you push them towards them.
Exactly.
Yes, and then they don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's irritating. crazy.
From the moment that they stopped filming that season and then that time in between when they all meet again for the season finale, big things happen. And so the finale is not just like, let's recap what happened, but also like,
what's happened since?
What has happened? Yeah. And it's because I was also like, that season. And then the reunion made it worth it. I was
interesting. All right.
It was probably the best one of maybe the best reunions I've seen, where I was just like, what?
I will say I did not like Chriselle in the last season.
No.
It was very awful. Yeah.
Yes.
Very awful.
Wait, did they have a release date for the new Selling Sunset?
I don't know.
No, I haven't seen one.
I did send that Christine Quinn being back to everyone. I was like, she's back. I can't wait.
No, me neither.
Yes. Oh, she would be a fabulous Amarantha.
You could see her with the red hair too.
Yeah, you could. In my head, I'm like, I can picture it. Yeah, and just like that, like snarly, smirky. She might be a little too pretty though, because Amarantha's she's Barbie doll, right?
Yeah, she is Barbie doll.
I feel like though, if you like tone down her, I don't know.
Maybe tone down the makeup a little, and then
or like do it differently. Maybe
she could make her more dramatic, less pretty.
Yeah.
But she is severe, which in like Amarantha in my head is like
severe,
like pretty, but like intense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Jersey Shore since it came out, Jersey Shore is
that's been a hot minute.
No, it needs a rewatch. It's the best reality TV show I think that's ever happened ever.
And Allie loves the situation.
Love the situation. Actually,
is he the one that became a DJ?
Actually, what?
Actually, do love.
I know you do, because it was during COVID. You were rewatching it, and you were like, Jessica, oh my god,
full redemption arc.
Yeah,
now
you were obsessed.
But the OG, if you're drunk or if you partake in Mary Jane, watching the OG Jersey Shore is the funniest fucking thing ever. It's so fun.
It was a good time. It also, I feel like, it's just a pocket in time.
Oh, it is.
Like, it really defines what being in your like early to mid 20s in the aughts were.
Polly's fucking 29 in the first season. Did you
know that? Which is like gross.
Crazy.
He's the DJ one. Okay.
DJ
Pauly D. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like the fist pumping, the like bump it, the fake tan, the like,
They were a hot mess.
They were
24/7.
Andrew has not watched Jersey Shore. You should watch
Oh my
Jersey
god,
Shore.
Andrew would love Jersey Shore.
So good.
I can't leave the house. I must watch Jersey Shore. Finish Mormon Wives. What's next?
Jersey Shore.
Andrew.
So good.
Should we get going? Big episode?
Yeah, we do have a big episode.
Okay.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to A Court of Books and Babes,
a podcast where two best friends review, react to, and rate our, and soon to be your, favorite fantasy books.
Before we press play, consider this your spoiler warning. We're operating with zero restrictions. We're pulling threads from ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City because the worlds overlap, the themes echo, and we're absolutely saying the quiet things out loud. If a title gets mentioned in this next section, it's on the table.
But don't worry, babes. We'll keep our non-Maasverse spoilers limited to the beginning of the pod, where we'll spill the tea, surreal style. On what else we're reading. If your TBR isn't caught up with ours, just skip ahead. All right. Tell me everything without telling me anything. What are you reading?
Okay, we have to announce that the third book for Anathema is coming out first. Fall, October release date. This fall is like stacked.
It is.
For, I don't know, the female gender?
Yes.
Book lovers everywhere.
Book lovers everywhere.
Yeah, it is like, I am stoked. Because Anathema is one of my favorite series, I think, of all time.
The eating
that I've read. Yeah. And it was a literal cliffhanger in Eldrick.
Do you think she did that on purpose?
I don't know, but I loved it.
Yeah.
The ironing was delicious, as a la Bart Simpson. Yeah. I'm so excited for that. So add it to the list for fall.
To the list for fall, which is huge.
It's huge. I'm going to spend all my paycheck on
I was
books.
just going to say, oops, sorry, wallet.
Yeah. A little lighter. What am I reading? One Dark Window.
How far in are you?
I'm 3/4 done.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
You're still loving it.
Yes.
Oh,
I am loving it.
So
it is outstanding.
It's minimal smut and spice.
There has been like a kiss.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the burn though? Or are you like, eh?
No, yeah. They'd have more chemistry, in my personal opinion, than Rory and what's the girl in The Night and the Moth? What is her name?
I don't know. I'm terrible at that.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Anyways, I feel their chemistry is much more, and like it's a more of like it's not enemies to lovers. It's like kind of a push-pull, I guess.
Okay.
You haven't read Poison Daughter either. I'm like, are you reading it right now?
No, but I'm starting it.
It's a bit that way, in like they are kind of enemies, but like not a true enemies to lovers, where it's like, nah.
Right.
They're like, oh, he's kind of hot. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So yeah, I'm loving it. I'll finish it this weekend and start Two Twisted Crowns because Caitlin bought it for me.
Yay.
Yeah. So I'll start that this weekend. No, it's outstanding. Oh, and the voice in her head, the nightmare.
Yes. That I was like, could that be the FMC or MMC? And you're like, no.
Still no.
Yeah.
But there's been some intense developments.
Okay.
It's so good. I did see the one coming.
Okay.
But I wasn't.
Enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I kind of like, even though I knew what was going to happen, I now don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't know what that means.
Right. Okay.
Like where it fits or how it like.
Mm-hmm. What's next?
Yeah. It is so good. And it's so poetic and like.
Her writing is, I mean, just having read The Night and the Moth, it's so beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this book is no exception.
I actually was thinking, because I've done a lot of like audio book, and The Night and the Moth was an audio book. And even though I've already heard it on audiobook, I'm going to buy it because I liked it that much that I'm like, I would love to have, like, when they're older, my kids read it someday, because I just thought it was really beautiful. And yeah.
It's so good. And that's all.
Oh, that's it.
Just one.
What about the Paris apartment?
Well, I read that ages ago. Caitlin's had it for like a year and a half.
Oh, never mind. Gotcha.
Also an excellent book.
There you go.
The Paris Apartment, Lucy Foley. And the guest list by her as well is also very good.
Did you watch The Housemaid? You were going to watch that with Will.
No.
Haven't had a chance? Okay.
No. Well, you said it was bad, and then I was like,
It's bad, but it's like, I mean, they have it on. Like,
really odd.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's fine. I hate Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, yeah.
She's like a bad actress.
Mm.
Not good.
I felt like Amanda Seyfried is not great in it.
but I love her in everything else. So I'm like, okay, forgivable.
I did
I
not.
feel like she like kind of made the movie. Like I feel like without her it would have been bad. But the guy who plays the husband is very hot.
He is hot. Yes. Agreed. Aligned.
I did watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
Stop!
Love that for you.
And I was
Welcome to the
literally,
future.
I was like, this is a romantasy. And
Yes.
I said it to Will.
Yes.
And Will was like,
It's an enemies to lovers.
yes,
Yes.
that trope. And also I'm like, what? Like, yes, 100% it is. And
Yeah.
like, she has like this struggle.
And
like,
he's a shadow daddy
Yes.
with the tattoos.
Yes.
And the
like
I
we're
said it to
5
Andrew,
minutes
too.
in and I'm like, is this a romantasy? And Will's like, no. And I'm like, I think it is.
It absolutely
Yes.
is a romantasy.
Yes.
I thought the same thing.
Oh my God. And Will was then like,
I
I'm
said
like,
to Andrew,
okay,
I was like, so this guy is what we call in the fandom a shadow daddy. And Andrew was like, please don't say that in front of the children.
like, what do they know?
It's like, look at him. He has dark hair. He's kind of broody.
Kind of broody. 'Cause
Yeah.
The
And he
one is
walks
like,
with his hands in his pocket.
he does pocket watch.
He does pocket watch. Could
Also,
he be our
though,
RHYSAND?
I loved the singing. I
Yes.
don't love music. And I was like bumping to the whole soundtrack.
Oh, could
I
sing
put it
every
on
word.
and I was
Yeah.
like,
Golden
Will's
wine.
like, what is happening? Like, why are you obsessed with this? I'm like, the best soundtrack ever.
Okay, when Shelly and Chris were visiting at Christmas, Colt had just watched the movie and was understandably obsessed. And I also was like, yeah, we're gonna watch. Family night would roll around and it'd be Colt would have already picked because it was his turn last time, then it'd be our turn or my turn. He'd be like, what do you want to watch? Please, K-pop Demon Hunters, please. And I'd be like, well, okay, I guess. Twist my rubber arm. Anyway, Shelly and Chris were over, and so family night, and Colt's like, can we watch it? They're like, well, we haven't seen it yet. And, okay. And I was like, just wait. 5 minutes in, and they are both slack-jawed, staring at the screen, like mesmerized. And I paused it, and I said to them, so what are we thinking? And Chris was just like, put it back on. Like he was,
we're going up. Yeah, like, oh my God. I was just jamming. I was jamming.
I had someone ask me if I named Goldie after that.
That's really silly.
That's bizarre.
I was like, no, I did not. I'm a little offended you asked. I can't believe you watched K-pop.
Oh my God, I would watch it again. I loved it.
It's good.
It's so good.
And also, like, the themes are, like, pretty adult for, like, a little kid.
Yeah.
Like, that her mom was, like, a demon.
Also,
spoilers for K-pop demon.
Also, the girl who has the long pink hair, when she's, like, crushing on both of them at, like, the book signing, I'm like, this is her why choose. Will's like, huh? I'm like, never mind.
You don't need to know.
What's why choose? I'm like, well, I don't know.
What did I say? I choose.
Anyway. Yes. So that was my weekend. I loved it. It was so good.
I love it.
What are you reading?
What am I reading? Now I have
Frankenstein.
Now I have K-pop Demon Hunters in my head. I am about 3/4 of the way through Frankenstein. Still loving it. The timeline is still very different from how it's done in the movie. Very, very good. Still really struggling with liking the main narrator, like Dr. Frankenstein.
Okay.
Well, you sort of like you start with one narrator and then you go to another, and then you actually move into Frankenstein's narration, or
the
monster's narration. So that's the part I'm at. I'm in the monsters, the creature, the creations, narration, demon. Yeah, it's really good. I have heard that it was written as a feminist book, and I am not seeing that so far.
When was it written?
Ages ago. I thought like the 1800s.
Yeah. So I'll be curious if that becomes more apparent. I'm like, I guess I could see
1818.
Right. Yeah.
By like how old was she? 17?
She was very young. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm really, really liking it. And then I finished When the Moon Hatched.
Oh, was it good?
It was good. Also, I don't know if I'd call it a cliffhanger, maybe a cliffhanger, but like kind of like a big reveal at the end and then like a now what? And then you have to wait and read that.
Well, The Ballad of Dragons, I think, is the next one. And it's out.
Yeah. So I will read that.
What about Fury Bound? Where's that on your list?
It's on there.
When are you going to read it? I'm curious if you're like it as much as the first one.
Diary Bound was just so hot.
Yeah.
It was very hot.
Caitlin said I should do Diary Bound on audiobook.
Oh. I mean.
All right, that's 2 votes for audiobook. I don't have an audiobook platform, so.
It's good.
Because you did audiobook.
I did. Diary Bound was audiobook. Yeah. And I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't so Caitlin also lent me Poison Daughter. So
speaking of all that.
But there are 2, so now I have 2 like physical books. I have Frankenstein and then that one. So I'm going to finish Frankenstein and then that will be my next physical book. So now for audiobook, maybe I will do Ballad of the Dragons.
It's something like
that is. Maybe I'll do that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. And like easy. You know, it was just like fast paced.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I also though want to do Manacled, but I kind of want to do that with you. Like I'd like
Caitlin's reading Manacled next, I think.
Okay.
Short little.
Is it short?
Well, it's a fan fiction. How long is it? I can't remember.
Oh, I also learned how that's legal. She just can't monetize it in any way. So it has to just always be available for free.
77 chapters.
That's not small.
No, Alchemized was huge. I would have been surprised if Manacled was short. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
I think that's it.
Okay.
No movies or TV shows?
Right.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Alyssa!
She finished Frost and Starlight last
Frost and
episode.
Starlight.
Silver Flames.
It started Silver Flames. I'm like 4 chapters in.
Okay.
Good. Nesta's like so mean. I'm like, why?
Well, for the next 100 chapters.
So yeah, that doesn't change, really.
No, it doesn't.
Not really.
I'm like, this is
It's not endearing me neither.
No,
she just mean.
To like see her take on Feyre from her perspective. Like where she goes to the river house.
Yeah.
And like she's like, oh, and there's no paintings of me
of her or their mom.
And I'm like, it is very interesting.
She doesn't have paintings of Elaine either, does she?
She has everyone except for
her father.
Oh, well, to be fair, Feyre's mom kind of saddled her with a pretty big undertaking, so I wouldn't be super enthused to paint her.
And it's not like
And actually, Nesta looks like the mom, doesn't she?
I don't know, does she?
Nesta says that it was always this way, that Feyre and Elaine were doted on by their father, and Nesta and her mother were thick as thieves or whatever.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Family dynamics and how they play out.
It is. And again, you make a good point. It's not the charming mean. Because there can be a mean that's like almost like Amryn, right? Like a bit snarky, but it's tempered with like, you know, she like wants the best for people and she's like kind of funny in her snark. Yeah. It's like just mean. Yeah. Like Nesta is. That's why we were talking about.
I struggled through that whole book until like the last probably third. Because I was like, she's horrible.
Yeah.
And poor Cassian.
Yeah, she's rough. Allie, you didn't watch the Call Her Daddy episode with SJM. You just like obviously heard us talk about it, right?
No, I watched some of it. I watched like clips of it on
like social.
Yeah, social.
Right. So yeah, I don't know if you saw, but SJM said she wrote Silver Flames while she was postpartum and was dealing with a lot of like just postpartum rage and hurt and you know like whatever. And I'm like, I can relate to that. Like after both of my babies, I had a lot of postpartum rage, and I'm not a person who lives in anger a lot and finds it actually really uncomfortable to live in anger. And so it was very difficult for me to be in that state and experiencing that emotion with such frequency and intensity, and still trying to show up for my children with a lot of like peace and generosity of spirit, like children and husband and et cetera, et cetera. So it was interesting. Nesta to me doesn't feel like someone who is postpartum in that book, but I do see how
it would translate.
She seems depressed.
She definitely seems depressed.
And I'm like, I can remember periods of my life like feeling that way too.
She hates herself.
Yeah.
For the majority of the book.
Yeah. And that is that anger and that cruelty that's directed outwards. And you always hear that like people like that are like are
hurt people.
Totally, right? Yeah. So what part are you at? She's been to the river house.
Been to the river house.
Reese finally renovated.
Right. Yes. No, new, built.
I know.
Right.
Her and Cassian just got up to the house of wind. She basically like slammed her door in his face and he walked away.
Right.
So they're getting ready for training, I believe. Yeah. I am excited, and like all the tension between them, I like still can feel, even though she's like pissed at him. I'm like, I can still feel all these little like sparkies.
Oh yeah.
Update on movies. Quicksilver screenplay is finished.
Yes.
Wow.
So that is very exciting. However, Netflix is saying they're seeing like Quicksilver as the like replacement to their ACOTAR TV series that didn't work out.
I thought it was Hulu that was doing ACOTAR.
I think they were in the bid for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I wonder if ACOTAR will.
I feel like it needs to be HBO for ACOTAR. Like, I feel like we need like a Game of Thrones style budget and like.
Yeah.
Did either of you guys read Powerless?
No.
No,
Caitlin did.
Divine Rivals, yes, because I did Wild Reverence. Wild Reverence is
that one is going to be coming to. It says a movie on Paramount.
Really? Interesting.
The producers that did Divergent. Did you ever watch Divergent?
I did. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I did not realize that the main guy, is like he's all grown up now. Like, in my mind, he never acted in anything when he was young.
Oh.
So like, I didn't realize that's who it was. What is his name?
In Divergent, right?
Yeah. The main love interest.
Yeah. 4. Yeah. Theo James.
Yes.
Oh, he's very handsome man. Also.
He in my head would play a Great Dane from Fourth Wing. Because he's like
old.
Is he old?
He's like mid-30s, if not older.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
He's much. In my mind, he could have played RHYSAND as well. And he's tall.
Did you watch White Lotus?
Yep.
Yeah, he's in season 2 of White Lotus.
Oh, he's unlikable in that, though.
Oh, I still find him very handsome, though.
Yeah, I mean, yes. But he's highly unlikable.
He still is very handsome. Assistant to the Villain?
No.
Bridge Kingdom?
No.
That's a Canadian author, though.
Ooh.
Danielle Jenkins, I think. Yep. She was the one who was at the U of C doing that talk that we couldn't get into. We want her on our pod.
Danielle Jensen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, girl. Hi, babe.
And then a new book that is getting some buzz is called Witch Dance.
We love witches.
I love a witch.
So it's based on the real 1518 dancing plague, witches, medicine, fae politics, quarantined medieval city, romantic lead tied to gemstone magic.
Ooh, cool world.
Yeah,
very different.
Historical fantasy romance.
So
maybe
sold.
We have to try.
Yeah. Is it like fully published, or is it like something that's like kind of out, like a book talker?
Coming out. It's like getting
critical acclaim.
Like people are buzzing about it. Yeah.
It is going to be in the same way that this fall is a huge release for books in the romantasy realm. A year or two from now, it's going to be movies and TV shows.
And I'll be happy I read all the books first.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. Okay, we really should get going.
Yes, let's get started.
Okay. It is time to talk lore, lust, and loose morals as we unpack adventures, escape to new worlds, and, of course, swoon over our best book boyfriends.
We are really getting into it.
Oof.
The wait is over. Chapters 56 to 62 of A Court of Wings and Ruin has everything happening literally all at once. We don't know where to look. The camps are set, the armies are moving, and everything we've been bracing for is finally unfolding in real time. And careful planning? Cute. Now it's action and consequences. You're here, and there's no turning back now. Things are about to get wildly out of hand, and babes, you're all invited.
Consider this my RSVP. This podcast has all of our favorite R words: romance, racy, risque, and, of course,
RHYSAND.
As such, it is rated R. Please listen accordingly.
We'll kick off every episode with Babes Between the Lines,
where we read what's written, obsess over what isn't,
and dig past the dialogue so you don't miss the magic, motives, or mistakes. This is a stacked chapter.
Thick one.
Yeah.
As I said in our chat, we're a fan of thick.
I like laughed out loud. I lulled at that message. We have a work chat for our romantasy books.
A court of insert company name here, baddies.
Okay, chapter 56. Surprise, Highburn, we found you.
Boo.
And after all the skepticism, all the side eyes, all the are we really trusting this guy? Jurian was, in fact, telling the truth. Rhys drops the invisibility like a dramatic reveal. Illyrians and the Darkbringers suddenly there, and for one brief shining moment, the inner circle is feeling a little smug as Highburn's forces scramble in confusion. but let's not get carried away.
Ooh.
That army is massive. Like, oh no, this is a real problem, massive. Like, they look at it and they're like, fuck. Shields go up, formations lock in, and Cassian steps fully into his general era.
Yes.
Okay, this chapter, Cassian is like,
yeah, swoony.
I mean, when isn't he? But like, this chapter
Extra.
is like well, we get into it. Never mind. He has chosen the perfect place to strike, every detail accounted for, and while Feyre and Mor watch from above, it becomes very clear, very quickly, this is not Valaris, and this is not Adriata. This war is organized and brutal, but no king, no Tamlin, no Jurian to be seen. And thankfully, no Cauldron or Fabane.
Oof.
For now.
Yeah.
Which somehow feels a little more suspicious.
Yes.
Like, they're like, phew, none of them are here. And
But
also,
why?
Exactly. They're like, huh. But then Feyre's like, oh, well.
Classic. She's like, we don't need to worry about that. I'll think of that tomorrow.
Exactly. Feyre, watching it all unfold, realizes she would be a liability on the front lines. And honestly, that awareness feels very real.
Yes.
I think if it was written where she's like right to the front, you'd be like, seriously?
Yes.
Like, all this years of training, which is, we shouldn't talk about Silver Flames, I guess. But like, which is why some of Silver Flames feels like, I know she's otherworldly and like, you know, has this immense power, but like sometimes it does feel a bit like, seriously? Like, you train your whole life for this? Like,
right.
The Illyrians, and then
yes. Comes along after a few months.
Yeah.
It's like, step aside, boys. Yeah. The real muscles here.
I mean, we love her for it.
Of course we do.
But like,
we're like, get it, girl. Are you sure?
Yeah. So I thought this like felt accurate.
I agree.
And the fact that she recognizes it in herself, you're like, okay, she has some self-awareness.
Yes.
Yeah. Because while she's taking that in, Cassian is doing the exact opposite. He is thriving. Fully in his element, and Feyre sees it clearly. Quote, Cassian has been born for this. These fields, this chaos and brutality and calculation. I'd never seen anything like it. The skill, the precision. It was like a dance. Nod to Nesta? Because she loves dancing.
I like it. Nice. Good
Deadly,
clock.
precise, and impossible to look away from. Like, Feyre is like she can't take her eyes off of Cassian.
Feyre's crushing a little too. She's like, Reese, your brother's pretty cool.
He's pretty strong.
He's pretty much.
Reese is like, I'm strong.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
Also, the townhome is just as nice as Thiesen's.
Also, Mor is like obsessed with Cassian in these chapters. I'm like, listen.
Right.
You know. Anyhow.
Back off.
Exactly. Then comes one of those moments that feels cinematic in the best way. Feyre's artist brain comes alive. Cassian charging, dodging, calculating, and then, quote, his entire body going into the throw. The movement so perfect. I knew one day I'd paint it. Oh, the commander falls. So this is, in a moment, he's like, clocks like a guy on a horse who's like, while everyone else is retreating, because the Illyrians and like the Darkbringers kind of have them beat at this point.
Yeah.
And this commander's just like, you. And Cassian's like,
it's like, let's rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he throws the spear at him, and it like right in the chest. Anywho, Hybern's forces break, and then just when they think it's over, Tarquin is waiting on the other side of the river. So they go to retreat, and they're like, fuck.
Hemmed in.
Yeah. Because it's a valley. Ironic. And they planned it. They planned it on purpose. And what follows? Not mercy, not hesitation, but a very clear message. Tarquin drowns them. Every last one.
That's
and Feyre talks about, because Feyre did this.
Yes.
But she talks about watching it and like them, like, she's like, I could see them clawing at their necks and like the bubbles coming out of their mouth. And she's like, I knew it was happening.
Right. Bad way to go.
Not ideal, no. And it lands hard, not just as a victory, but as a statement. He is not to be underestimated.
Because he's the youngest.
Yep. Untested. He wasn't in the last war, I don't think.
I don't think so, no.
So, yeah. I think he was kind of like feeling in this moment that he has to prove himself. And like, he does say that, or Feyre does say like, 3 go like to be questioned. But no mercy. Just all of them.
He had to flex a little.
Yep, exactly. After the dust settles, literally, because RHYSAND turns everyone into black dust, like all the dead people, he's just like, poof. The camp rebuilds and the sisters arrive. And we shift into something quieter again. Elaine remains distant, lost in some far away, while Nesta is very much present. Specifically present in noticing Cassian. The warriors are already talking, comparing him to, okay, don't at me for this name, Enelius, a war himself. And the way they look at Cassian, it mirrors how they look at Rhys. Respect, awe, something just a little beyond understanding, quote, like them and yet other. And Nesta is absolutely clocking all of it. She's like,
Right. She's like, oh, maybe you could step to me.
Yeah. So this name I just said is a war god. And he was like the first Illyrian ever. And everyone's like, wow, Cassian's just like him. He's amazing. Like, he's unmatched. And like,
did they have, I thought they just had one goddess.
Well, no, he wasn't an actual god. Like, I think like a warlord more.
Okay.
Like, he was the first
like
Illyrian. He was, yes, legendary.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. He's the goat.
Right.
Yeah. Also Cassian. And then we get a moment that is not subtle. Nesta noticing Cassian is injured before anyone else. And Feyre's like, how did she know? And the little internal note, quote, I hadn't realized she'd been observing the Illyrian general long enough to notice his tells. Oh, Feyre, she has been observing him for a hot minute. Like, girl.
Closely.
Yes. And then it happens. Nesta starts tending to Cassian's wounds, quiet, focused, and Cassian, not looking away, quote, he watched her and didn't take his eyes off her face. And when she tied it neatly, his wrists wrapped in white, when Nesta made to pull back, Cassian gripped her fingers with his good hand. This is the first moment where they have like physical touch, like that's not by accident.
It's intentional.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Nesta stares at him, as any hot-blooded woman would. And for a second, everything else fades. She does not move as he brushes his thumb down the back of her hand. Okay, pause. We get this so much in Romantasy with like the thumb brushing the cheek or the back of the hand. Like, why is this so hot? Because like every time I read it, I'm like,
right.
Like it's so gentle. Yeah. And it's always described as like whisper soft or like they can barely feel it, but they know that they're like, I don't know.
It almost feels like it's not intentional, maybe. Like they're touching you and they can't even help themselves but just stroke you.
Right, yeah.
And so I feel like, again, you know, women love to feel desired.
Yeah.
And so in that moment, you're like, he can't even help himself.
True. Facts. Then Mor walks in and poof, moment gone. Cassian lets go, Nesta retreats, and we're all left sitting there like, okay. Feyre and Rhys get their own quiet moment, tucked away from the chaos, trying to come down from everything they just witnessed. It's intimate grounding, a way to steady themselves before what comes next. And when they talk about the battle, Feyre admits it felt different, controlled, structured. And she, in this moment, again, voices to Rhys like she's not ready for that. Yeah, because she's like, I saw how they like formed the lines, and I saw then like when the line was broken, how they came back together, and like how they flew in the sky, and like all the things. And she was like, I cannot.
I'm just a baby.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just a wee warrior.
Yes.
She calls herself a coward, which I mean, that's a stretch.
Oh
like,
my God.
no, absolutely not.
In no world.
No, like, let's be serious. This is the same female who survived under the mountain, has faced death gods, and tore apart an entire court from the inside.
Woo, our girl.
Rhys reminds her of that in his own way, telling her she is not trained for this kind of warfare, but if she ever chooses to stand beside them in it, he would be proud to fight alongside her. And honestly, that is the moment. Not proving herself, choosing when to. So
choice.
Yeah, yep, exactly. RHYSAND, you little devil. But of course, peace never lasts long. Azriel cannot find the rest of Hybern's forces, which is a problem. Because without knowing where they are, every plan starts to fall apart, including Feyre's plan to unleash Bryaxis. And then, just as quickly, Azriel finds them, north. They're headed for the Winter Court. I was trying to condense that a bit, but he is searching and he comes back and he's like, can't find them. And then he goes out again and then he comes back. He's like, oh, I got him. Yep. It's only a page, but I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he found them then.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways. Enter Varian with a plan that is equal parts clever and chaotic. Make it look like they're in two places at once. So they go back and forth about how are we going to keep this camp and this area because it's such a good fighting area. Because they can funnel people into it. Mm-hmm. And then how are they going to go meet Hybern's forces up north without surrendering what they've already taken?
Right.
So anyways, Varian's like, well, that's easy. We'll just be two places at once. And Rhys, Feyre, and Cressida start working together, doing exactly that. They create an entire army out of nothing. And honestly, the visual alone is unreal. In my mind, this book would maybe almost be the best one for cinematic, because you think of Lord of the Rings and
I instantly
the
thought
war
of Lord of the Rings.
And even House of Dragon or Game of Thrones and the war scenes are just so epic.
Yeah.
And this would be that. Right. This book would be that.
Yes.
And I don't love a war scene, but in those three
if it's well done
TV shows that I just saw, I'm
yeah.
It's not just fighting. There's punctuating important moments.
And incredible cinematography. It feels almost like watching a dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Alacassian. Yeah. Okay. They strike again, catching Hybern as they settle for the night. So they head north. But this time things feel off immediately. The army is not tired, not vulnerable. They are ready. And suddenly, their advantage is gone. So they head north. So basically, Tarquin winnows every single walking person while the Illyrians fly. So by the time they get there, Tarquin is tired.
Yeah.
And Fabane arrows enter the chat. God bless Nuon for that antidote.
Oof.
The rain lashes down and the Illyrians descend into absolute chaos. So they thought because Hybern was marching his army all day, they thought they were going to come upon them at night and it was going to be easy because they were going to be tired. And no, they're not tired. Doesn't say why, but they are not tired. This time it is not clean. It is not controlled. It is slipping. Kyr's forces are cut down. Cassian is burning through his strength and then he drops right into the middle of it. Siphons dimming alone. So this part, again, so dramatic. He literally comes out of the sky and flies directly into the thick of all these Hybern warriors and because it's all the battle scenes so far from the perspective of Nesta in this case and Feyre, they're all onlooking. We don't get any first person POV from any of the people fighting.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, so they're Cassian's in trouble. Azriel follows without hesitation, shadows slicing through the storm, trying to reach him. And above it all, Feyre, Mor, and Nesta watch, and for once they are not steady. They are terrified. Quote, it felt like patching up holes in a boat while it sank. And that's exactly what it feels like.
Is the reason Mor isn't fighting because she's been tasked with watching and protecting
babysitting
Feyre and Nesta? Is that why she isn't?
Yes.
Okay, I was trying to remember.
That changes. And just when it seems like everything is tipping too far, Feyre realizes what she has to do next. Find the cereal. Jessica needs a tissue. Chapter 57 opens with Feyre making a decision that has everyone immediately saying, absolutely not. Morgan is especially not on board, but unfortunately for her, this is not a group vote situation. Feyre is going, period. And honestly, the energy here is very much, I'll circle back if I survive.
Right.
Is Morgan not on board because she's afraid that the cereal is going to
will
say
like
something.
reveal her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think she talks about it as like, she's like, if Reese comes and finds me or like sees me and you're not with me, like I'm gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
And Favor's like, that's not true. I'm going.
Bye. Peace.
Yeah, she literally just went us away.
See you, loser.
Exactly. More pivoting from full concern to battle mode doesn't argue further, and Feyre throws out, quote, "Go fight, make those highburn pricks scream a bit." And Nesta, who has been carefully observing everything, simply says, "Help them," and it's described as like her meek voice, which is unusual for our dear Nesta.
Yeah.
And more, she delivers fully, no hesitation, no holding back. She is cutting through Hybern's soul butchers like she was made for this. Blades at throats, moving with purpose straight towards Cassian. These are the moments where Moore reminds everyone exactly who she is when the gloves come off. It's brutal, efficient, and very, very satisfying. So like we said when she went to Summer Court, like Moore is a warrior.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Like,
and you sometimes forget it.
Yes, like she can fight just as good as AV. She can fight like just as good as basically the inner circle.
Right.
I mean, maybe not Cassian because he's a beast and Azriel has shadows. And I mean, Reese is the most powerful High Lord in history. But like to all of them after that, she's like, hardcore. And she has no magic. Truth. For all the good that does. But like literally she has no magic. Like she's strong and fast because she's Fae.
Right.
But she doesn't use like, she doesn't have siphons. She doesn't have like, I don't know.
They have like a name for it, like where it's just like your like basic magic. Like you can light, what do they call it? Like fables and whatever. Yeah.
Oh boy. Where was I? And Elaine is exactly, oh no, I lied. Meanwhile, Feyre quietly slips away, and of course Nesta notices, but Feyre assures her she'll be back soon. Completely unconvincing, of course, but instead of heading into the chaos, she goes somewhere far more unexpected. Elaine's tent. I forgot about this. So, and Elaine is exactly where we left her, awake, still, staring into nothing. But Feyre does not have time to gently ease into this. She lays out a map on Elaine's lap and asks for help, and then takes one step further. She asks permission to enter Elaine's mind, which is a big ask.
Yeah.
I would say a very big ask, but Elaine agrees. So Feyre wants Elaine to scry for the cereal.
Oh, the cereal, right.
Because she's like, oh, like, how am I going to find him? And so she's like, Elaine, like, I need you to find him. And so she goes into her mind to show her a picture of the cereal and like, look for this. And this is the part, I think I might have said, I say it, I think. Yeah. Okay, so when Feyre goes into Elaine's mind, quote, she had no mental shields, no barriers. The gates in her mind, solid iron, covered in vines of flowers, or it would have been. The blossoms were all sealed, sleeping buds tucked into tangles of leaves and thorns. This reminds me of the spring court.
Yes, so much.
And I meant to go back to book 1 and see if the gates of the spring court were iron. Because like the thorns and the vine, like stop. Elaine is destined for spring court. How can Lucian become the High Lord of spring court?
Is there any world in which like Elaine is the actual heir to the spring court and like Tamlin never wanted it, and maybe Elaine is like his? Could he have like a long lost sister, and maybe that's part of why Elaine is special? Like she's like a changeling child, and she was
maybe,
I don't know, like
could
this
Tamlin
is where Allie looks it up online. It's like actually everyone already thought that, Jessica.
And no.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like Feyre in the first book, Feyre notices iron gates, iron fences, iron fixtures around the spring court.
Check. So yes, Elaine's mind is the spring court.
And if it's asleep, like as if there's something that is sleeping and hasn't yet awoken in her.
So Elaine is not empty. She is closed, quiet in a way that feels intentional, like something inside her is waiting, but not quite ready to bloom. Feyre plants the image of the cereal carefully and withdraws, and then Elaine does what no one else can. She searches, and when she speaks, it is not hesitant, it is certain. Quote, he moves through the wood like the breath of the western wind. There, she breathed. It's going there now. The middle. Close, uncomfortably close, to the weaver of the wood. So Feyre winnows, blade drawn, moving through moss and shadow, stepping into territory that already carries too many memories. And just when the quiet settles into something tense and watchful, quote, an ancient rasping voice asked behind me, have you come to kill me or to beg for my help once again, Feyre Archeron? And babes, you already know which one it's going to be. Chapter 58 opens. Ooh. That should have been together. Opens with a quick little reality check from Feyre, and that honestly feels necessary because the timeline in this book moves so fast. Quote, only a few months since I had seen it last, when it had told me that Rhys was my mate. So this is kind of like we get a timestamp on that.
Mm-hmm.
So like basically a few months, 3,
Right.
since like he told her and they're married and like all this has happened.
Things are moving quick and Prithian.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And just like that, we're reminded that the cereal has always been that girl. Cryptic, chaotic, and weirdly helpful at the most inconvenient times.
Yes, she is.
Feyre wastes zero time getting to the point. She wants answers. Where's the king? Where is his army? How do they stop this? And the cereal, in classic cereal fashion, gives her just enough to be useful and just enough to be frustrating.
Irritating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It cannot see the king directly. Old magic is hiding him. The cauldron, of course. Because nothing in this book can ever be simple. But there is a workaround. There's always a workaround. The other sister, Nesta, like calls to like. She must scry. Easy solution, casually suggested, as if it does not come with 1,000 potential problems. So Nesta is the one who scries for the cauldron.
Yeah.
Elaine can just, I guess, like look for...
Right.
Yeah. She can't find the cauldron, but like because Nesta took, like calls to like, so she can find it.
Yeah.
Then Feyre pivot to ask the question that has been sitting with her. Why did the spell from the Book of Breathings not nullify the cauldron? And why did it nearly destroy her? And the cereal does not sugarcoat it. Quote, do you think you could leash its power without a cost? So the cereal also says that like she didn't hang on to the cauldron long enough. And she's like, because I felt like I was dying.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah, you probably were.
That what needed to happen for you to like figure it out. Which, fair. Because at this point, every bit of power in this world comes with a price tag. So in the book I'm reading now, this is a really huge theme. Like the cost of using magic and like the trade-off. One Dark Window.
I cannot wait for you to finish this book so I can borrow it.
Like it's on my Kindle.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll have to.
I'll probably buy the paper one though because Caitlin gave me the paper of Two Twisted Crowns.
Oh,
and so can have the set. But anywho, you could borrow my Kindle.
I'm sure.
Borrow my Kindle and then you can. I'll read the paper book of Two Twisted Crowns because I was gonna read it on my Kindle as well. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, the Kindle. The Kindle is great.
Sponsor us, Kindle.
Yeah, or Kobo. Either or. She pushes further. If they find another way to nullify the cauldron, can they actually win? And the cereal hits her with the least comforting answer possible. It depends.
Oh.
Helpful. So Feyre goes bigger, more dangerous, more desperate. Quote, would the bone carver make a difference? And even the cereal seems taken aback by that.
Like, what?
Because unleashing the bone carver is not exactly a low-risk move.
Right.
The cereal's like, you maybe want to rethink that. Like, he's like aghast.
Right.
But Feyre has never been about low-risk options.
No.
There's just one problem, the mirror. And the small detail that retrieving it might drive her mad. Again, the cereal's answer? Depends. Consistently unhelpful and consistently correct. So they also, and I forgot to write this down. I'll have to look it up while we're talking in Hot Takes, Theories, and Thirst. But the mirror goes by another name. And anyways. When I read it, I was like,
The mirror of Erised.
Then comes the kind of cryptic clue that feels like it should come with a warning label. Quote, tell the silver-eyed messenger that the answer lies on the second, I can't pronounce this word, penultimate pages of the book. Together, they hold the key. So it's on the second last page and the second page. I had to Google.
What is penultimate?
I did not know what that word was.
Yeah.
Learning something new every day.
It's not like you use it in typical conversation. Okay, so silver-eyed messenger is Amryn, and I think that she refers to herself as a messenger and assassin when she talks about for a vicious ruler or whatever, when she gives that little bit of backstory. So doubling down on this idea as a messenger. Interesting.
Yeah. I also thought in my mind, when you said Amryn, I was like, oh, Nesta, because it's silver-eyed. But you're right. He means Amryn. Duh, Jamie. Which immediately raises questions, none of which Feyre has time to unpack. Because just as the Suriel is about to give them something real, something concrete, everything goes wrong. An ash arrow slams into its chest.
No.
Then another.
No.
Then that sound, a scream, sharp and tearing. A voice cuts through the moment with something dangerously close to jealousy. Quote, why does it talk to you, Feyre, when it would not even deign to speak with me? And honestly, there is only one person who would show up like this. Fucking I am.
Oh, God, I might actually cry.
Oh, boy.
I might.
Chapter 59. Okay, babes, grab your tissues now.
I need them.
Because this is where things start to hurt. Chapter 59 picks up in the worst possible way. Feyre hidden, watching, and the Suriel, our Suriel, looks right at her and mouths one word. Run. I know, like the... And already you know this is not going to go well, because Feyre Archeron does not run when someone she cares about is in danger.
No,
even
doesn't.
when she absolutely should.
Yeah.
Ianthe is there, fully committed to the villain monologue. She launches straight into it, clearly loving every second of hearing herself speak. Apparently, it took the king quite some time to fix what Feyre did to her hands. And even now, it's not quite right. Good. But then she reveals the real problem. Learning from Tamlin how Feyre once trapped the Suriel, she says, I adapted your methods, and it would not tell me anything. But since you have made contact so many times, the robe I gave it. Ellipses. And just like that, the pieces click into place. That robe, tracked. And Feyre, the trigger. Which means this was never random. This was a trap, specifically for her.
Yeah.
I mean, not in this exact planned moment, but like they knew Feyre would seek the Suriel again, and
we're waiting.
Like it's not like they knew that she would come now. But anywho. Meanwhile, the Suriel is still silently begging Feyre to leave, to go, to save herself. But Feyre cannot do it. She will not abandon him. Not like this. Not after everything. And that choice, that is Feyre at her core. Reckless, loyal, and standing in the face of danger for what's right.
Yeah.
Poor Suriel. Ianthe, still deeply convinced she is in control, keeps talking, warning Feyre that her mind tricks will not work this time. That she should behave if she wants Ianthe to speak on her behalf when they get to Highburn, which is bold.
Yeah.
Wildly bold. Yeah. Because underestimating Feyre has historically not gone well for anyone.
No. Yeah.
And Feyre knows it too. Quote, I should have slit your throat that night in the tent. And honestly, yep. No time to dwell, because she runs and suddenly it's a chase. Ianthe and her guards are right behind her, closing in, but something shifts. The forest itself begins to move with Feyre, opening paths, guiding her forward, like it's alive and choosing her. Quote, perhaps she was waiting for me. Perhaps she had ordered the woods to open a path. And there's only one she this could be. The Weaver. Feyre is not just running, she is being led straight into that hair-thatched cottage. Oof. The door half open like an invitation you absolutely should not accept. And yet she does, crossing the threshold, because in the next breath, Feyre is back inside.
Ooh, okay. I forgot Andrew has made more progress in Mist and Fury, and he just finished The Weaver's Cottage.
Oh, so that's exciting. Did he like it?
He liked it. Yeah, he was saying like the hair is that's pretty nasty. I was like, yeah, I remember when I read that part, I was like, oh, hair.
Mm-hmm.
So gross. Chapter 60. Feyre grits her teeth and holds that motherfucking door. All I can hear is spoilers for Game of Thrones. Hodor.
Oh,
Hold door, hold door, hold door, hold door.
oh,
Like,
you cried at that part too.
Sobbed.
I didn't cry at that.
Oh, like I actually don't know if I've ever cried harder at a TV moment.
What about like a movie?
No, like it wrecked me. It was bad.
Not even Marley and Me?
Mm-mm. I have a thing for like very vulnerable people being hurt. That's like very, very upsetting for me.
You should watch The Pit. I've never cried harder in a TV show.
We had to stop because I was crying so much.
Yes, truly. That show is like wrecking. Like it wrecks you to your core.
Yeah. So she's saying like the door is trying, like there's magic trying to like shut it, and she's like holding it open. She hears that horrifying, lovely voice, surprised, commenting that she can smell, quote, her twin on her. Ianthe laughs from outside. She knows Feyre is weak. Does she really think that she can ambush them inside? Okay, so there are twins, Striga and the Bone Carver, and then the other sibling who is not a twin, Cochet.
Yes.
I didn't catch that. Did you catch that before?
I didn't no, they were twins. No.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So yeah, they're twins.
Interesting though, because like you would think with like twin energy that he wouldn't be scared of the Weaver.
Right. I know. I also thought it was like feels like a deliberate choice.
Yep.
Like twins are not just twins.
Like,
you know? Yeah, totally. Quote, "Who did you bring, little wolf? Who did you bring to me?" asks the Weaver. Another wolf
reference.
Yeah, for Feyre. Quote, "Dinner," I said to the Weaver, whirling around the door to its outside face, and let go of the handle. And then screaming, following Feyre as she hurtles through the trees, away from the death god and towards the surreal. His breath coming in short, panted gasps. She is frantic, saying she'll save it, but it tells her no to save her power. When she asks the surreal what she can do, I might cry. It simply asks her to stay until the end. She apologizes. This is her fault. But the surreal says no, it knew about the tracking and it chose to come. And Feyre asks why. Quote, "You were kind. You fought your fear. You were kind." Have you ever seen that poem about the girl squishing a spider?
I feel like I've heard it referenced, but I don't remember the poem.
Like loosely, she saw a spider that day. It's like very short. She saw a spider today and it frightened her. And so she squished it. And it wasn't a very big spider. It wasn't particularly menacing. It was just a small, papery little thing. But it startled her and she was afraid. And so she killed it. And the last line of the poem says, "I don't think I am allowed to kill things just because I am afraid."
Oh. We're getting weepy.
Yeah, this part, like, ugh. And then the surreal tells her she did what it said. She stayed with the High Lord. And Feyre realizes, as do we, that it had meant RHYSAND all along. As its eyes begin to dim, it tells her she should leave, that the blood is drawing monsters. But she is determined to wait, to stay until the end. And the end is indeed almost here. With its last breath, it asks something of her, to leave this world a better place than how you found it. And then it's gone. Feyre lays her head on its bony, nameless, silent chest and weeps, sobbing for she doesn't know how long, for her unloved, lovely, lonely friend, until a hand gently but firmly grips her shoulder. Helion. He helps her to her feet, telling her they must go. It is not safe. Helion raises a hand to burn the Surreal's bony body, a cremation. But before he can call on his fire, Feyre stops him, asking for his cloak. Helion obliges silently, and Feyre lays the rich fabric across the Surreal, covering its thin frame in the warm cloth. A final gesture of kindness to a fellow dreamer, now departed from this plane. Flame bursts from Helion's hand, and the Surreal is turned to ash in moments, drifting on the wind as Feyre and Helion winnow away. I made it.
That's very sad. But interesting that Helion also has fire.
I clocked that too. I think it's because he's
on spell cleaver. Or
and he's day, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of think of the sun, right? As I
he's on one.
Oh, Nixie. Wow. I did clock that as well. Yeah, that he has flame. Yeah. Chapter 61. They winnow right into the war tent. Rhysand splattered in mud and blood, reaching for Feyre and pulling her into a tight embrace, rocking her as she cries. Once she's able to take a breath, Rhysand tells her 3 things. They won. Tarquin is handling the survivors, and Cassian was gravely injured. And then Feyre is racing out of the tent, running to Rhysand's brother-in-arms, her brother-in-arms. When she gets to him, the rest of the Court of Dreams is already gathered around his prone, barely breathing body, a large slash up his torso, a healer kneeling over him, her face tight with concentration as her white magic spills over him. In Throne of Glass, is there magic, the healer's magic? Is it described as having a color? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but we could look up.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh my god, that poor healer.
I know. When Feyre asks if he will die, the healer quietly says no, but he'll be very sore. Oh my god, can you imagine? How? Feyre demands. What happened? And Mor meets her rage with her own. Where did Feyre go? And before they can get into it, the healer snarls at them to take it outside. As they leave the tent,
they will.
Rhysand gently touches Feyre's arm and says down the bond, quote, "You are, as always, free to go wherever and whenever you wish. But what I think Mor is saying is maybe leave a note next time."
I mean, Feyre did say, I'm going. And Mor was like, this is a bad idea.
This is interesting because, I didn't
on the page.
Really?
Yep.
Because Mor is like, you lied.
I mean, she
lied by omission.
Yep.
Right. But what was the omission? Because I don't read your chapters.
It says, I wasn't lying exactly, but the Surreal might very well not appear if Mor was there. If I told her where I was going, I had no doubt she would insist on coming with me. So, I mean, yes and no.
She tells Mor, leave, and Mor's like, I'm not going to go. And then she's like, oh, it's fine. And then she dips.
Yeah.
Feyre apologizes. These are her people. They love her. This isn't a question of her being allowed to do something. Yeah. It's a matter of trusting each other enough to be honest and lean on one another. They return to the tent and wait in silence until finally, Cassian's eyes crack open. How bad? He asks. The battle? His wound?
Also, Morrigan, truth. Mm-hmm. Where was it? Hello?
I have no idea. She's always having the wool pulled over her eyes. Rhys tells him they run and then snarls at him to never pull that shit again.
This is good.
Cassian's awake now, sitting up, wincing, eyes narrowing as he tells Rhys the lines were breaking and his order was bullshit. The High Lord of the Night Court pulls rank. No, he is the High Lord, and Cassian will listen. He could have died. And Cassian calls out the rather obvious fly in the ointment here. they are supposed to be okay with Rhys sacrificing himself at every turn for
Like,
them and their courts. Like, what did we say earlier in the pod? Like,
Yeah.
do I need to die? Here I am, ready to die, happy to die. Like,
Yes.
that's Rhys, right?
Mhm.
They, however, are not allowed to do the same. This is also such an interesting commentary on RHYSAND's approach to leadership, which is very, I take on everything and no one else should be affected or be impacted, which sounds noble, but in reality is very unempowering. Like,
Yeah.
and that's how, and has created trauma for his inner circle.
And also do as I say, not as I do.
Absolutely, right? Feyre steps outside. I think like the girls are kind of like, oh, we'll give you just like a minute here. Like, yeah. Feyre steps outside and sees Nesta hovering, anxiety written all over her face.
She worried.
Feyre knows her sister, knows what she is too proud to ask in that moment, and she tells her Cassian is going to be okay.
Oh, thank God.
Right? The whole fandom is like,
breathes a sigh of relief.
Mor joins the females, still furious, as she says to Feyre, quote, "You lied," before storming into her tent. Feyre, aching for a fight, follows, saying she didn't technically lie. Mor is big mad, and I would be too. I hate technicalities like this in a disagreement. Feyre knows that she was lying, and she's just trying to get out of trouble, and doing so in this way makes her look small and kind of petty.
Yeah, she's not like owning it, being like, yeah, I lied, but
I thought
the good of everyone else,
right?
Or the good of like whatever she usually
and justifies
is.
the means. Yes. Yeah. No, she instead is like, well, I didn't technically say, like, it feels like something like a 10-year-old would do. Like, it just is. It's the spirit of what you did, not okay, my kid. If Feyre had explained, Mor says, she would have let her go, could have even helped her. Quote, "I thought you were smarter than that, better than that sort of thing." This is the trauma of what happened with Rhys leaving them all and going under the mountain.
Yeah.
Like being, and them just for 50 years not knowing and being terrified. And,
yeah.
Now it's Feyre's time for anger. She snarks back that she isn't going to listen to this and turns on her heel to walk out the tent, but Mor is in front of her. She asks if she has even considered what it means to them, to their court, when Feyre lies to them about what she's doing and where she is. Quote from Feyre, "You want to talk about lying? Here we go." Quote, "How about the fact that you lie to yourself and all of us every single day?" And then she goes for it. Why hasn't she made a move for Asriel? Why did she sleep with Helion?
All fair questions.
Fair questions, but this is a catfight. And in my opinion, this is like the girl version of what Tamlin and the Autumn Court were doing at the High Lord meeting, where they do the like, well, you're like, good to know you still dress like a slut, Morgan. Like,
right.
That kind of 16-year-old, like, I'm just going to be mean and like go low because I have nothing else to like, I have no recourse here.
She's like comparing apples to oranges.
Yeah, exactly. And so Feyre being like, oh, well, you want to talk about lying? What about your love life? Like,
and Mor's like,
And that's exactly it. Like, Mor is furious and also kind of like, you want to talk about like, I'm not going to engage in this bullshit. Feyre isn't wrong. Like, this is obviously an issue and a bigger storyline, and we're going to get into this. But to bring someone's like sex life, like, cause she's also like, Helion is not like love, it's sex. So bringing someone's sex life and then their romantic life into a fight is a low blow.
That is also a touchy subject, like Asriel and Mor.
Yeah,
because I do think that Mor does feel bad, but being who she is, like a bit, like we said before, like a bit of a pick-me. It's like she can't. Not that she can't help herself. She doesn't stop herself from like flirting with Cassian and like being all over Helion and you know, like. But I think she does feel bad about it, or she thinks like this will send Asriel the message and like and like then he will back off, like. But I don't think she wants to hurt him.
No,
in my opinion, I don't think she does.
Yeah. I don't think so either. Moore tells her to leave. And Feyre does, striding out into the muck of the camp, right into Amren.
I can only imagine Amren just being like, "Where you're going?"
That's kind of like the feeling is Amren, and Feyre describes it almost as if Amren can smell the fight on her, and she's like, oh, like, God.
You guys are pathetic.
Yeah.
We've got bigger fish to fry than this, you two.
Yep. Chapter 62.
Mom's here.
Amren, seeming to know what she's just incidentally walked in on, warns Feyre to be careful with how hard she pushes the Morrigan, that there are secrets Moore hasn't yet let herself face.
Is this her talking about, like...
Moore being bi?
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like it could be yes and.
And, like, other trauma.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
They enter the war tent once more, and it seems Rhys and Cassian have figured out their tiff as Rhys affectionately ruffles the hair of his commander.
It's like it's his little boy or something.
Yes,
like,
he's
sport.
like, yeah, hey there, slugger. Amren throws a bag of bones and stones onto a table near a map. Nesta lifts it, questioning. She just scatters them and she'll know where the cauldron is. Amren confirms, but that she'll also need to cast her mind towards the bond that links the oldest archer onto the cauldron. She's to find it, not touch it, not interact in any way.
Does she? I forget.
You shall see.
I forget.
Cassian comes to stand by Nesta, his hand resting on her lower back, and Feyre's eyebrows are in her hairline as she waits for Nesta to shake him off, but doesn't.
Yeah, because who would?
Right, I know. Nesta begins, her hand outstretched, clenching the bones and stones, face blank, eyes closed. Minutes pass with no change until suddenly Nesta's features grow tight, her fists trembling, breath hitching. Cassian and Feyre are instantly calling out to her, but Amren hisses at them, let her be, then turns to Nesta, asking her to release the stones and bones to show them where it is. But Feyre has seen enough. She lunges for Nesta with her Daemati powers. Quote, if Elaine's mental gates were those of a sleeping garden, then Nesta's, they belong to an ancient fortress, the sort I imagined they once impaled people on. But they were wide and open, and inside, dark like I had never known, even with RHYSAND. And then she sees what Nesta does. The army, the weapons, a tent, Jurian, the cauldron, Hybern, and Nesta, frozen, standing in that tent with them, terrified and unable to move. Feyre grabs her hand, and Nesta turns to her in shock. They go to leave when they both feel it. The cauldron, its awareness turning with deadly precision to them. They sprint out of the tent, running from a black wave issuing from the cauldron. Feyre screaming at Nesta to open her hand, open her hand, open her hand.
Oh,
and she hurls herself out of Nesta's mind just as Nesta's hand drops the stones and bones onto the map, forming a tiny circle along the edge of the human territory, so very near the Archeron family estate.
Egats.
As they study the map, they realize they are caught. They might have won the battle so far, but Hybern is winning the war. They need more soldiers, more power, and Feyre's mind turns to the carver. They decide to rest on it, hoping and praying to the mother that the night will bring them a miracle.
Whoa!
Hot takes, theories, and thirsts.
Egats.
Mm-hmm.
These chapters are intense.
They are intense. Like, oh, I mean, it's classic SJM.
Historically, is scrying a witchy thing?
Yes.
Okay. I thought so, but I was like, cannot confirm.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. Yes. I think that's why we talked about it a few episodes ago when we were talking about could Nesta be a witch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's valid of my mind. Okay. For this entire portion, Moore is fixated on Cassian. And there are several times where it talks about her not taking like her eyes off of him. do we think that Moore, in whatever comes in the next books, will make an exception for Cassian if she has a villain arc? Like, she has a soft spot for Cassian, which is a bit odd because, not odd, but Azriel saved her. So you would think it would be that. But like, for whatever reason, and I think that's part of why she also grows to hate Nesta so much, is because Nesta is so mean to Cassian, and Moore even pulls her aside, I think, at one point and is like, listen, bitch, like,
I think a couple times in
like,
Silver
straighten
Flame.
up or like and fly right, or I'm coming for you. And Nesta's like, come at me, bro.
Shape up or ship out.
So I don't know. It's just like their relationship is weird. Like, it's a bit sibling-y, which is also kind of weird because they've slept together. So it's like, I don't know.
But I think it's, do we think it could be because they slept together, so there's like, and then it just, neither of them has any interest in ever doing so again. And so perhaps if they'd never slept together, would there always be a little bit of tension? Like, oh, I wonder what that might be like. But they've done it.
Said every woman who's ever read these books.
Right. But like, it was not, like, I guess it was not awesome. And so they're both just like, meh. And now, like, Moore, I feel like, has so few relationships with men and people that are not tinged with sexual tension, perhaps, that maybe that's why she likes him. Like, she feels like she really can view him in a platonic sense.
But it never feels like she has an axe to grind against him either. Whereas, like, I would almost say, like, everyone else, she can be a bit, like, sharp. But
yeah, she and Amryn kind of almost get into it once. She and Az obviously have weird stuff. Her and Rhys, her and Feyre here. Nesta. Elaine, I guess, too, nothing.
I mean, nobody interacts
Someone
with Elaine.
Picks a fight with Elaine and Nesta's down their throat in an instant. So,
exactly. Okay, so it talks about how the Illyrians, specifically Azriel, Cassian, and Rhys, have crows on their helmets. And like, it talks about how the cheek pieces are wings. And so crows represent wisdom, transformation, and adaptability, frequently appearing as protective guardians, which is like cute. Because oftentimes I feel like people associate crows with like witchy business and like evil and like spooky.
Right.
But no. So I was like, oh, that's cute.
I think in like indigenous culture, are crows, is that the trickster? Is that?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure either. I have to maybe look that one up. But I feel like maybe I've heard that before.
Okay, Elaine's mind. We touched on this a little bit, but like, okay, it's Spring Court. Obviously, Allie confirmed that there's iron gates around the Spring Manor. Elaine has to end up in Spring. I just don't see how. Like, could Tamlin die? And like, because there is no one else?
That's what I'm like, could she have been, maybe she wasn't made like Feyre and Nesta were. Maybe, because I think about Selena, and she was able to glamour and hide her fayness for so many years. Maybe that's what it's meant by like sleeping, is like whatever she is or was hidden. Could she have been somehow associated with the Spring Court? Nesta's mom, because Nesta's mom, their mom, Mama Archeron, always be doing shady shit. And I mean, we've had 3 lines about her, but we have a million theories.
Yeah.
She somehow brings, Elaine back to the human realm and is hiding her and has to protect her. And that's why Nesta has to like,
oldest, right?
Nesta's oldest. Nesta has to like, guard Elaine. There's like maybe a spell put on her. You have to guard. Elaine is secret and treasured and prized, but whatever is hidden inside Elaine is slumbering.
What if Elaine is the bastard child between Feyre's mom and Spring Court?
And like Tamlin's dad.
And that's why she's like part Fae. Perhaps.
I think that there's something there, like Elaine, like maybe Feyre and Nesta are made, but Elaine was maybe hidden.
Also, Nesta is like,
Elaine's the youngest?
Yeah.
No,
Feyre's
the middle.
Youngest. Elaine's middle.
So we think that Mother Archeron had like a mid-relationship affair.
Yeah.
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Papa Archeron was always gone.
That's right.
This is true.
So
yeah, getting figs and shit.
Also,
and myrrh.
And myrrh.
maybe that's why maybe something happened because it would have been Nesta and Elaine. So maybe Nesta has Fae gifts as well prior to this, and that's why she wasn't clamored by Tamlin.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah. There's something.
Question mark.
Yep.
Big question mark. Elaine as a doe again.
Ooh,
So
2 times.
2 times in like 4 chapters.
Boom.
So I did look up what a doe means this time, and it signifies gentleness, grace, and nurturing maternal instincts, often acting as a symbol of peace, intuition, and kindness, which is like, okay, her intuition. She's a seer.
Yeah.
She's, I mean, peaceful, borderline, like catatonic, but sure. And she is nurturing, like as far as the garden,
Mm-hmm.
I would say to people, question mark. I mean, she's nice to Feyre when they're like rich in the, like once Tamlin's paid for them or whatever, but like she's not like, I don't know. There's something we're missing with Elaine.
Oh, I think a lot of things we're missing. The deer analogy is so interesting. It's all over the place throughout all of these.
And if you go back to the very first chapter when like the deer and the wolf, and she chooses to shoot the wolf, like what does it all mean?
I know.
Is it a doe or is it a stag?
But maybe it's again Feyre choosing to protect Elaine.
Right. Maybe.
But is it a doe that's in the woods or is it a stag? I forget.
I don't remember.
I feel
like
it's
it's identified.
Just a deer.
Could be. I don't know.
Because she's like, oh, it wouldn't give it as much
meat or something.
Yeah. Which makes me think it would be a doe.
Yeah. I had that there were a lot of similarities in my mind between the Lord of the Rings, the ring, and the cauldron, and this idea of like how Frodo puts and that Frodo puts on the ring, and then he can see, but the eye of Sauron can also see him. When they look for the cauldron, it can see them too.
Spooky.
Very spooky. What's that? That like I don't know what you'd call it, but like if you peer too long in the darkness begins to look back. Spooky Halloween.
Oh my God, that's the book I'm reading right now. Everything One Dark Window.
I love it.
Thirsts. Cassian. This entire Cassian.
Every episode. Cassian.
No, once
Cassian.
It was Helion.
Our last episode was a court of Helion fangirls. So.
But
and Azrael.
Cassian's a beast in these chapters. And I like specifically with Cassian kind of, I think dichotomy is the right word. Like how he's like the most gentle, emotionally intelligent, like affectionate.
Yeah.
But then he's like this intense godlike warrior that's like ripping people apart.
That is one of my favorite things about Andrew, and like what drew me to him initially so much, and as like I still just love about him is he is such, I love that word, dichotomy. He's such a living.
We're using big words today, folks.
Example of dichotic. Penultimate. Like that he was like, you know, he's like big and strong and like was an athlete in high school, but then also was like a jazz musician. It was hard for me when I was dating and really looking for my person. I wanted that. I wanted someone who like liked the arts and, you know, had that emotional intelligence, but also was someone that I felt was strong and I could lean on. And I loved that when I met him, I said to him all the time, like, I didn't think that a person like you existed. I just feel like Cassian, I'm like, he reminds me so much of Andrew in a lot of ways.
Oh, Cassian, what a guy.
Cassian.
There's also a like sex scene with Rhys and Feyre in these chapters. And
you just glazed right over it.
Yeah.
It's so vanilla.
So vanilla.
It's just like,
yes.
and they have sex.
I mean,
they make love.
The only thing that had me a little bit thirsty was Rhys is on his knees again.
Oh, your favorite.
I know.
Yeah.
I was going to mention in the chapter, I'm like, no, I'll just talk about it in Hot Takes, Theories, and Thirsts. Because, well, men on their knees.
Jamie loves tradition.
Yeah. Let's not break with that.
Yeah, I mean, I did not find these very thirsty, these chapters. The surreal dying, I cried as I was writing. I'm surprised I made it through. Like, I cried as I wrote my section. I was like, like, it was, yeah.
And I did read the part that Allie was referencing. Feyre, it's when she's in the tent with Elaine and she says, it's one of many, but like this is what this one looks like. And honestly, the description of the surreal, like we get more, like it is truly a terrifying, like no gums, no no lips, no eyelids, razor sharp. I'm like,
could being turned into a surreal be like, could that be a thing? And as like a punishment? And like, it just is interesting that she asks for its, and it is always referred to as its name, and it says, does it matter? You brought that up. Just interesting, like, could it be a punishment? Maybe. You know, you do something and you're turned into a surreal. I don't know. I had that thought as I was writing my section. The surreal is such a interesting character.
Will we come across another one?
Do we?
No, will we?
Oh, will we? I don't know. I was going to say I hope so, and then I'm like, what if it's different from our surreal?
Yeah, that's our surreal.
Him so much. Yeah, it's sad.
Also, like, why did she only ever find the one? Like,
I think because it
wanted to be found.
Yeah, like it says to her, it knew that it was the cloak was tracking, and so I think it was drawn to her.
Her chicken and her snare and
the cloak.
Yeah, all the things. All right. That's where we're leaving you this week, babes. Mid chaos and mid what fresh hell is this? We've got Cassian going full war god, Nesta very much not pretending she doesn't care anymore, and Feyre collecting trauma and intel in equal measure. The surreal is breaking her hearts, and Ianthe finally gets exactly what was coming to her. Oh, and Amryn has entered the chat, which means things are about to get interesting.
Next time. Oh, we're not slowing down. Strap in. No, seriously. Strap in. We've got bargains to cash in, monsters and males to face, and choices that are going to feel a lot less strategic and a lot more survival mode activated. Fallout is about to hit all at once, and the choices ahead, they are messy, high stakes, and absolutely unforgiving.
We want to hear from you as we continue to build this little corner of our world and fall in love as we dive into fantastical worlds, fabulous folklore, and fine males and men. Follow A Court of Books and Babes Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and while you're at it, click the subscribe button. Lastly, you can show us a little love by taking 5 minutes to rate and review our podcast on Apple, Spotify, and share it with all the babes in your life.
Until next time,
stay bookish, babes.